Fabulous Women. Now, as today's champion hurdler, Sally Gunn will celebrate her 42nd birthday, and with the Beijing Olympics just 2 weeks away, let me introduce our panel of fighting fit women. First up, she's got over many a hurdle in her life, but now she's strong enough to last over any distance. It's Jane McDonald. Track or field, she wouldn't care where she did it these days. It's Carol McGiffin. There's only one event this one's up for in the boudoir. That's the marathon. It's Colleen Nolan. And ensuring we get off to a good, clean start on the show, it's me, Jackie Brambles. Coming up, as Richard Branson unveils his new shuttle that'll soon be offering trips into space, we'll be asking, would you fancy a trip across the universe? And he's been around the loose lunch desk many times, and last time he was here, he actually got on it. So we've reinforced it and are steadying ourselves for the return of the fabulous Brian Blessed. And she is the belle of Broadway, set to take her show to London's West End. That's American funny lady Elaine Stritch. So, Katie Price was turned away from the Cartier VIP lounge at a polo match in Windsor this weekend, an event attended by the great and the good of high society, including Prince Charles. She was informed that her tickets were withdrawn due to an oversight. Yet it's been alleged she was actually the victim of snobbery, although Cartier have yet to comment on the situation. But in our own lives, how well do we feel we adapt to sort of different social situations with different types of people?
Oh, karma, chameleon. That's me.
You really are. You're an expert at
I
it,
am,
aren't you?
yes. Wherever I lay my hat, I'll adapt. Yes, I don't care, really, because I think it's because I'm from such working-class roots and, you know, miner's daughter. And now, you know, I can drink champagne and mix with royalty. Hobnob.
But the thing is, with you as well, you look so comfortable doing it.
Well, that's because I am, Colleen Nolan.
I like that about you.
Yes.
Well, what I want to know is, why do you need to adapt? Why can't you just go and drink champagne with those people and be yourself?
I am being myself, but I adapt to being myself.
But you're not, because you do it on this show. When a handsome bloke comes on, your accent changes and suddenly you turn into this demure sort of, you know, diva. And 5 minutes before, you're talking about pork pies and cup of tea.
That's because...
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, but that's because I'm a chameleon.
She's adapting to her environment.
Yes, I love it.
Time.
I love it. Sometimes I'm that, sometimes I'm this.
See, I just couldn't...
You are always...
Well, I know I can't change. I don't mind those sorts of situations. Frankly, I'd rather stay away from them because I find them, you know, a little bit tedious. You know, all those posh people making polite conversation. It's not really my bag. But, you know, I went on the Orient Express, which people say, oh, that's full of posh people. It's not really. It's just full of people.
Well, it's obviously not if you were on it.
Well, no, we brought it... Don't you worry, we brought it down to our level. And I don't mind. I like drinking champagne. I like doing different things and observing people, which is interesting, but I'm not intimidated by it, and I certainly don't really adapt. I don't change. I don't try to be like them, because I think that's, I don't know, that's
Where are you
wrong.
at your most comfortable? Where do you feel...
I tell you what, I was well at home at Pontins.
Yeah.
I really was. Honestly, I surprised myself.
Really?
Honestly, I felt really at home there. I can't wait to go back.
Why
I
are you
loved
surprised at that? We knew you'd adapt to that.
Yeah, I know you did. Well, I knew I wouldn't. I knew I could, you know, maybe adapt to it, but I didn't have to adapt at all. I just felt like completely at home there.
Your spiritual
My
home.
people.
On airs and
No,
graces.
not at all.
See, I think I'm a bit more like Jane in that I'm very comfortable anywhere, really, and I sort of... I don't really feel like I have to adapt my behaviour because I'm not such an outrageous person that I sort of think, oh, right, well, I better tone myself down here or change my accent or whatever. So, but I don't feel out of place anywhere, really.
I do.
Do you?
Here?
I'm really uncomfortable here. No. I can adapt, but I don't like it. I mean, I'm uncomfortable there. You know, if it's a really, really posh do.
Yeah.
You've got a posh voice.
No, I never change my voice. I can't change my voice. I just laugh. But I just feel... And it's my insecurity. I don't think it's anything necessarily to do with the people that are there. But I always think they're looking at me thinking, oh, what's she doing here? You know? And I always think... And so I always feel like I have to think before I say anything. And, you know, you try and... Oh, I don't know. I just know how uncomfortable I am because when I leave, I can feel myself go... And I just think, oh, I just can't wait to go and take my shoes off, put my jammies on and have a cup.
Well, like, for example, what sorts of do's
Well,
make you feel that?
The poshest do. I've been to quite a few posh do's, actually. And, but the poshest do probably is when I was invited to 10 Downing Street. Oh. Yes!
Who was Prime Minister?
Gordon Brown. Anyway, but we won't go into that because it's not a political debate. But anyway, and I walked in and it was all very posh people in suits and that. And actually, I did stand on my own for about an hour and a half. Oh. Absolutely nobody spoke to me. I think they thought I was carrying the canapes or something.
But did you speak to anybody, though?
I did my best. I'd go...
That's not speaking!
And they'd just go... Anyway, so for about an hour and a half I was thinking, oh, and I was just so thrilled to be there just to say I'd been there. Yeah. And I was thrilled I was invited. But I actually got on better with the security guards outside. We had a right laugh. Yeah. I went outside for a fag and we had such a laugh outside and I thought, this is where I belong.
Yeah.
Really? I don't belong
I would
there.
just barge up to you and say, all right, what do you do then? Yeah. And I'd be really nosy, you know, and that's the only way you can do it. Well, what would you do? You'd be the best in that sort of situation.
You go up and start. I'm not good at going up and starting the conversation.
Well, it's all about confidence, and we have to start building your confidence up, you. Because
I know, but
it is about
that hotel.
I know, bless
She
you.
stayed, right, listen to this, correct me if I'm wrong. We stayed in a hotel that she stays in, right? And actually, she warned me the night before, she said, I don't think it's for you, and I thought, oh, it's posh. Anyway, we went in, and I got into my room, and there was a dress code for breakfast.
Yes.
So what did you do?
And she phoned me up. She said, I don't know whether you've read the dress code, but women have to be in tailored suits. You're not allowed
breakfast?
to go down for breakfast. No. And I phoned them up here and I said,
did you have a tailored suit on you?
Put me anywhere, but do not put me in here again. And the next day I'm going down like this in my little high heels and my pencil skirt.
Breakfast?
For breakfast? I didn't even have breakfast, too embarrassed.
Yes, well, why not? I mean, some people don't like... It's a members' club, so they don't have jeans. So that's it.
They should just loosen up a bit. Because
Why?
they all looked all stuffy, and I bet
Why?
every single person in there, if you said, would you like to go and put your jeans and your trainers on, they go, oh, yeah.
No, you'd be surprised.
You know, I think you'd be
being back on the
I would
cruise
have gone
ship.
down there naked just to annoy them all. Just go down
wouldn't you?
in your knickers or something.
Oh, not again!
I know.
Right, time for our first break, but when we return, can you help? One of us is worried she may have lost touch with her femininity and she would like it back. Plus, we'll be meeting Elaine Stritch and Brian Blessed and take a look at who's still to come this week. Welcome back to Lunch with the Loose Women. I'm Jackie Brambles, and on the Loose with me today are Colleen Nolan, Carol McGiffin and Jane McDonald. Now, it seems for journalist Anna Pasternak, women really can't have it all. Writing in the Mail this week, she says, as a single parent and sole breadwinner, I often feel more masculine than feminine. Working full-time, making every decision, paying every bill, lugging the Christmas tree in, it's all completely defeminising. So, do we agree? Has responsibility, burden, sort of lessened your sense of your own femininity?
I don't see how it can. Just because you do things that sometimes men do, how can you be less feminine? Either you're feminine or you're not. You know, you could do a job, you could be a plumber, you could fix your own washing machine, you could do all those sorts of things, but you can still be feminine. Femininity is surely in the mind. It doesn't have to mean that you wear pink all the time and you walk around going, oh, I can't do that because I'm a girl. You know, I mean, that's just ridiculous. And it's just nonsense. I think she's talking absolute balderdash.
Oh, I don't. I kind of know where she's coming from.
Do you?
A little bit, yes.
Because of your time as a single parent, do you relate to that? Or?
Well, I think because, I don't know, I like, as I've said before, I kind of like the female and the male roles. And I know when I was a single parent, what was liberating was the fact that I was on my own with 2 kids and I did it and it was fine and I could do it. But I missed having a man there to do, I don't know, to just do little odd jobs. Well, all the things I didn't want to do, no, and also things I couldn't do that I thought, oh, you know, if there was a man here now. And I do